Installing and activating a Shield MegaFi 2 router in a vehicle is straightforward for those familiar with other aftermarket antenna-connected systems. If you're planning a self-installation and are not a professional, it is highly recommended that you seek guidance from someone with hands-on experience with similar products. For help locating an expert installer, contact Nextivity Support at support@nextivityinc.com. This video provides an overview of the Shield MegaFi 2 installation process for a vehicle. If at any time you need additional support, scan the QR code inside the box flap and navigate to the product's Quick Start Guide, which contains additional information that may help with installation. Let's get started. When you open the box, you will find a Shield MegaFi 2 wireless router, a roof mount 9-in-1 antenna, a DC power cable, an Ethernet cable, a SIM tool. Note that Nextivity does not provide screws or other hardware that may be needed to secure the device, as the required supplies vary widely depending on how and where in the vehicle the system is installed. To get your Shield MegaFi up and running, you will need to follow these 4 basic steps. Mount the antenna on the roof. Install the Shield MegaFi unit inside the vehicle. Connect the MegaFi to the vehicle power and antenna leads. Log into the system for setup and configuration. Let's get started by mounting the antenna. First, select a location for the antenna. For best performance, it is highly recommended to locate the antenna at least 30 inches from all other antennas, well within 15 feet of where you will mount the MegaFi unit so the connection cable reaches, at least 12 inches from the edge of the roof, 20 inches or more from vehicle occupants. To mount the antenna, first drill a hole in the roof to run the cables through. Next, place the antenna on the roof and feed the cables through the hole. Then mount the antenna by peeling the backing to expose the adhesive and pressing the antenna firmly into place. Ensure that the 3¼ inch HPUE whip antenna is screwed onto the threaded connection near the back of the antenna. Finally, go inside the car and use the mounting hardware to secure the base of the antenna. With the antenna in place, mount the Shield MegaFi 2 unit inside the vehicle. It is best to install in a dry area, and it must be located within 10 feet of the antenna so the connector cables will reach. If the MegaFi 2 is being installed so you can't see or access the bottom of the unit, we highly recommend taking a picture of the label before permanently mounting the device. Save the image somewhere you can find it, as you will need it later for device identification and configuration. Connect the labeled antenna leads to the matching corresponding connectors on the MegaFi 2. Take care when doing this, as connecting the antenna leads incorrectly may damage the antenna or the device. Now it's time to connect vehicle power to the MegaFi. Identify the 4 wires included in the MegaFi power cable. Connect each wire to the corresponding location on the power management block in the vehicle. With antenna and power cable connected, power up the vehicle. Shortly after the power is applied, the MegaFi 2 display will illuminate and show a loading screen. The MegaFi 2 may take a few minutes to fully boot up. You will know it's done when the Internet icon on the display changes from gray to blue. Approximately 30 seconds after power is connected, the display screen will start rotating among 3 pages, changing every 15 seconds. This is normal. Congratulations! The system is now installed in the vehicle and ready for setup. You'll need your computer for the next steps. To access the MegaFi 2 router's configuration menus, you need to connect the device to a computer that is connected to the device's local network. You can connect the device to the local network by running an Ethernet cable from the computer into the LAN 1 port or using Wi-Fi. To connect using Wi-Fi, you'll need the router's SSID and default password. This can be found both on the label on the bottom of the router and on page 3 of the rotating device display. You can manually advance between pages on the display by quickly clicking the display button on the side of the device. Once connected to the router's local network, you can access the configuration menu by opening an internet browser and typing in the URL https://192.168.113.1. After accepting the warnings, you will be at the Mission Control login screen. Log in with the default credentials from the router's label or as seen on the device display. After logging in, follow the steps to accept the end-user license agreement and set up your custom password. To complete the setup, enable the optional cloud management for your Shield MegaFi 2 by registering your device in the Nextivity Mega Portal at mega.nextivityinc.com. Instructions for obtaining an account can be found by clicking the Create an Account link on the login page. Additional support is available through the Shield MegaFi 2 product page on Nextivity's website at www.nextivityinc.com.